Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending. Tonight we'll discuss vaccines. Since 1796, hundreds of billions of doses of vaccines have been administered to populations throughout the world. Uh, Edward Jenner was the first successful man to create a vaccine in 1796. He observed that milkmaids who had previously caught cowpox did not catch smallpox. He did an experiment to show how that worked exactly, but for the sake of time, we're not going there. And as of 2016, smallpox has been the only human disease to have been eradicated by vaccines. Throughout this video, we'll look at some of the science behind vaccines, as well as how vaccines have affected our bodies since their introduction. Knowing how vaccines affect our bodies is an integral part of making an informed decision. So please take notes as we head forward. First, First, we'll cover what vaccines are. Secondly, we'll cover how vaccines work in our bodies, as well as some possible side effects of the vaccines. And lastly, we'll end our discussion showing how over time vaccines have changed our world. So we'll start with the basics of the vaccines. Once administered, a vaccine stimulates your immune system to produce antibodies. Very simply put, if you are exposed to a disease or any bacteria, it's the exact same thing. It helps your body to develop immunity by imitating an infection. So to understand how it works a bit, you have to look at how the body fights the illness. So when germs enter our bodies or when they invade the body, they attack, they multiply. This invasion is what causes the illness, how we get sick. So once we're vaccinated, we develop the idea is to develop a herd immunity to that disease without having to get the disease first, actually. The germs themselves in the vaccines have been either killed or weakened to the point where they don't make you sick, or at least minimally. Though they're usually harmless, all vaccines are not safe for everyone. Some vaccines contain live viruses, and not everyone can receive these vaccines, especially children or people with weakened immune systems due to their compromised systems. So, this affects us all because at some point in our lives, we're going to be faced with the question of whether or not we or our children will be immunized. And to make the best choice for our bodies, it's best to understand the science behind the process itself. So, this affects us all, especially since we're in the midst of a pandemic. So, to wrap this all up here, vaccines have changed our world greatly. As science progresses, we continue to learn more about the things around us. We can only observe them and make the necessary changes to our systems as we grow in knowledge together. And vaccines, since their introduction, have helped us to prevent many diseases, coupled with cleaning living conditions. Many things have changed since 1796. The world has seen a 100% decrease in many diseases. Diphtheria, rubella, polio are just a few. Smallpox, again, has been totally eradicated. So there are definitely great things that we can achieve by learning together. However, we do need to take this one step at a time and understand the processes as they change. Again, I absolutely do understand that over time things will change, but we can only do this together as far as like figuring out what works best for all of us, because each and every person is different. So just do some more research, and you guys have a great